Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Leroy Sané. He's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism to this forward line, either looking for the through ball on the counter or taking on his man and going on his own.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard. And it's Kukçu. Sends it crossfield. Howson. Stojkovic. Rice kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yildiz. That is good alertness. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Played out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The breakthrough strike! That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Boca Juniors are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. They've got a corner here. And we have our very first corner. Batistuta getting this one clear. That's very neat. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a two-goal. He gets big! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Osimhen. Poulsen. Stojkovic. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Poulsen. Now it's Osimhen. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Played towards the other side. And it's Sané.
Borussia Dortmund really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Joelinton does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Yildiz. Matheus Cunha. Yildiz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Not the most accurate pass. Osimhen. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Osimhen. He's dealt with that really well. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's not got that quite right. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Sané, that has not gone well. And it's Stojkovic. And here's Batistuta. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Stood up well to him there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Poulsen. That has been cut short. And the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Boca Juniors really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
And we are already promptly back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
In with the challenge, out towards the flank. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Threads one in. Osimhen! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Yildiz going face-to-face with his great rival. Yildiz! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yildiz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Boca Juniors have their third corner. He's had a shot! Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And here's Osimhen. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's a throw. Rijkaard. To Lam. Howson. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Stojkovic. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rice.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's intervened well there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. No, that's been intercepted. Linton. Now it's Poulsen. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's a key interception. Lahm. Can he get on the end of this? It's come to nothing.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that is a little undercooked. Yildiz. Kukçu. Sané is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Pass somewhat off target. Boca Juniors must do something here and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
It's a promising position. And that has been knocked clear. Yildiz. Harrison promptly onto that, and that is that. And he was quick to react. Sané. Lahm. He's got away. Borussia Dortmund couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Sané. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Borussia Dortmund clearly now in lead preservation mode.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Matheus Cunha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's found a way through. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, shooting chance! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Boca Juniors.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. There's the whistle. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Eze. Oh, that's a very decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Boca Juniors with the corner, they're first. Hakimi gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Lewandowski. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? Now it's Doué. He's shifting through the gears here. Now that looks a decent ball. That has been cut short. Rice. And it's Eze. He's in a great position here. Goes for a shot! Goal! Boca Juniors! There is the breakthrough.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a throw. Koundé. Now this could be a chance. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's intervened well there. Ribéry. Goes looking wide. And it's Doué. Eze. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance, surely! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Boca Juniors are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lovely bit of skill. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Rashford! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Ribéry. Oh, that's a key interception. Olise. And it's Rashford. Passes short and sharp. Eze. Ribéry. And it's Messi. Now it's Gnabry. Hakimi. Gnabry. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for options for movement. Cross from Hakimi. And he's straight offside. Hernandez. And it's Eze. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And here's Eze. He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Doué. Ribéry. He's on it, can he get away? Eze. Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Gnabry. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Boca Juniors heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And he's away, and a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Rashford. Eze. Now, can they get him away? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ribéry. And Hernandez. Ribéry. Now it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Osimhen. Now it's Rashford. Tries to play it through. He's just the keeper to beat! Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he should have made it 4.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Boca Juniors absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Boca Juniors will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Rice. And it's Rashford. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Olise receives it in a wide position. Rodrigo. And that is out of play. It's going to be another throw. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Hakimi. Hakimi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Gnabry. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Upamecano. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. Koundé wins the duel this time. Ribéry, great vision. Rodrigo in acres of space out wide. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And now a sudden chance to counter. Osimhen. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Rice. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Hakimi. Rice. Spread out to the left. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Messi. Upamecano does well to get it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Lewandowski. Nice-looking ball. Nicely worked. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Lewandowski.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Eze gets into a good position. And it's Rice. He's having a go! Smashing save, really good save that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Rice. Knocks it into space. Plays a sharp little ball here. Eze, looking to play him in. Now it's Osimhen. And he's lost his man here. Great chance! He's kept it out just.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
They're up to 5 corners now. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
Number 13, Phil Foden. Number 20, Mbappe.
Rodrigo goes on a run down the left wing. Olise. That's a sharp pass. Brilliantly cut out. Hakimi. Mbappe. Foden. Now it's Lewandowski.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he find the finish?
Added time.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Messi plays it short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. So that's it. It is all over. Boca Juniors, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's free, he has got space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. So much time and space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Chooses to go back. And here's Pogba. No way through, so back it comes. Now it's Yildiz. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Ibrahimovic. First quarter of an hour gone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Osimhen. Messi.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Højlund. Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Takes aim and crosses. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Koundé. Now Howson. Rice. Boca Juniors looking to pass their way through. And that has left him in a heap. It's a searching pass. This looks promising. Terrific header! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yildiz. Nicely shaped ball. Osimhen is onto this. Oh, what a climb! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
A probing pass. Oh, no joy this time. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Roberto Carlos. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Pogba. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And he's got the beating of his man. Abiati is there to clear. Look at the space here. Messi. Cruyff, played into space. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Boca Juniors certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Substitution on the field, number 5, Ibrahimovic.
Here we go again then.
Coming on to replace him is...
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down...
Oh no, what has happened here? Some resolute defending there. Boca Juniors come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's fabulous. Boca Juniors needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Played out wide. Tries to pass it through. Has crossed into the middle. Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rice actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Not a lot we need to say about that. Thiago. Looking to play him in.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cruyff, that is good alertness. Messi. And it's Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, strongly challenged there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Good read, needed to be. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Boca Juniors have themselves a chance from the spot. Dealing with the pressure. And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Number 15. Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field. Number 14. Dembele. Number 4. Substitutions taking place.
Well, it really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's made its way to him.
Boca Juniors really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a
Chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, that's... And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos gets it away. And it's Rice. Gets a good foot in there. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Messi. Messi! And Messi! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well read, nice interception. Rice. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. It's a threatening ball, and he's found... Osimhen! Has another go! And again! He has done it! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Boca Juniors get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. That is a great pick out. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution on the field.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Great chance here to level it up.
Coming on the field, number 6, Lilian Thuram. Number 24, Toure. Substitution.
Terrific save by Abbiati. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Deftly away. That's a nicely weighted pass. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, he's been caught, and one more try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Matheus Cunha. Osimhen. Nice physical challenge. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. He's trying the shot. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Harmlessly behind. That's that, the end. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So what do you take away? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I've always liked this guy, Jordan Henderson. Someone who has had unrealistic expectations to live up to, but his athleticism, his improved passing, the fact that he's become more adventurous has definitely made him a much better player, and all underpinned by a great desire.
Real chance! They want to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a lovely, neat pass. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Hangs one in. Oh, shoots! Goal! Boca Juniors! There is the breakthrough. Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Number 27.
And here's Haaland. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pass somewhat off target. Szoboszlai. Now it's Mbappe. Jordan Henderson. First quarter of an hour gone. Knocks it out wide. Great chance! And they've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that should get the job done. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Howson getting this one clear. And claimed it back swift. Dembele! Oh, that's a waste. Boca Juniors have hit a quick-fire double here. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. Now there's a fine ball. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Boca Juniors really could have done without this. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. One back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence that was never missing.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Now it's Osimhen. Half an hour played now. Tries to dink it through, and he's cut it out. Szoboszlai.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mbappe. Linton. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Szoboszlai. And here's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine challenge. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get it through? And this is Hazard. And that is expertly dealt with. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Olise. Foot in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe.